Hello, my friends. I hope you're doing well and you're all healthy and strong. Today, we're going to do something interesting. We're going to make a dish I grew up with that's called okra soup. And the reason we're doing this is also the reason we're shooting these videos. Our friends, they have tasted our dishes and they say, well, how do you make it? And can you show us how to make it? So that's why we're going to do this instruction video in English. Because the people who asked for it, and we have many dishes we still need to perform on, but we will do today the okra soup. And the main ingredient of the okra soup is this. This is the okra. This is I grew up in the Caribbean, and if you're from the Caribbean, we all know what this is. There's also an Asian variation of the okra, which is much smaller and which you use in totally different cuisines, but that we will feature also later. Now we're going to the Caribbean and we're going to make this ingredient in a soup. There's nothing much to it. The leaves we're going to use as vegetable. It's called the tireblad. And the tireblad, I think in English, that is the elephant leaf. So this is the American elephant leaf. And it's a nice heart shape. So if you're not familiar with this, you can also use spinach instead. The only thing with spinach though is you cannot reheat it so many times after each other. So spinach, once you cook it, you should not cook it again. So that's the thing. And now this is very authentic. What we have next is the basic ingredient. We have we will feature that on the list. It's basically onions, 1 green banana, tomatoes, a bit of garlic, bay leaf, celery, and beef or red meat.
For the okra soup, you would need the following ingredients: 400 grams approximately of okra, 1 green plantain, 1 chili, a Scotch bonnet or a Madame Chanette, 2 colocasia roots, 1 big onion, 2 tomatoes, 3 cloves of garlic, 6 to 8 elephant leaves, and if you can find that, feel free to use spinach. 15 rounds of allspice, 2 bay leaves, approximately 1.5 kilogram of chicken, beef, or mutton, definitely with bones, salt according to taste, and approximately 3 liters of water.
So actually, today we're going to use beef, and the reason why we use beef is the friends I'm cooking for, they like this variation so much, and they came all the way from Asia, maybe to taste my okra soup. So that's a big honor. So I will feature that now. So I have a big soup pot here, and I'll put a little bit of oil in it, sunflower oil, and we're gonna heat the onions. We're gonna fry the onions in sunflower oil. And remember, we're going to cook this dish, the stock, in an Instapot, which will be the same if you cook it in the pressure cooker. And the reason we're doing this is most Asian kitchens have a pressure cooker, so we're going to make use of that and not burn too much gas. So I've added the onions, a little bit of garlic. I'll also fry now the pimiento. The pimiento, these are round. And once the onions are ready, we will go and we will add the meat. Now I add the bay leaves in the mix. Stir it for a while. Hereafter, I have a nice flavoring piece of meat that is salted meat. In Suriname, we call this zoutvlees. The salted meat, you just rinse it in water and then cook it for 5 minutes. Then drain the water because the meat is really salty, and then it's ready for use. So we fry the salted meat a little bit. This gives a nice depth to the soup. Now we are ready to add the beef, and we will make a nice stock out of this. We will sear the meat. The meat is seared now, so we will add the tomatoes. A little bit of parsley for the stock. Stir it a little bit. And then we're ready for the stock. And before that, I'll add 1 chili, which is called the Madame Chanette. Now, if you're from the Caribbean and you use Scotch bonnet, that's also fine. Just prick a couple of holes in it. Why we're using that, we like it a little bit spicy. We like to taste the heat, so we will use 1 Madame Chanette. Add then a little bit of water. In this case, I'm using boiling water. And then now the stock is ready for the Instapot, for the pressure. So I've transferred the whole pot into the Instapot. Well, believe me or not, but Instapot is not paying me for this. It's just a gadget that my wife liked to have. But you can read the instructions here. It says for beef, 35 minutes. So that's what we have done. It's ready to go in the Instant Pot. If you don't have this fine piece of equipment, you can pressure cook it for 35 minutes. So either way, and if you do not have both of them, then you can cook it for 1.5 hours, and then you would also be ready to go. All right. Okay, we are now ready with the Instant Pot. After it's done, you need to vent the pot. So that means the pressure that's built inside, you need to release it. So this is automatically. You can also do it manually. There's a small knob on it, and then it will vent the pressure. So now it's done, and we're going to take this out and put it on the stove. The pot is on the stove, and I will add now the okra. I will add the elephant leaf, which I've cut finely, chopped it, and now the pot is getting rather full. I add these babies as well. I add the green banana, and just for fun, some okra as well. Some boiled water. And we let the soup simmer for another 15 minutes. In the end, some salt according to your taste, which is 2 spoons of this, and then we'll close the pot. The soup is ready now. It has been simmering for 20 minutes, so it's nicely done, and we're going to scoop it out and enjoy it. We've scooped out the soup, and we're going to have dinner now, my wife and I. And she really loves this. Whenever you don't feel right, or you feel a little bit sick, this okra soup gives you a lot of strength. You literally feel the strength into your spine coming back. So this is really power stuff. This is the Surinamese Caribbean dish. Initially, we cook a lot of Indian, Sri Lankan food, but this has been asked from our friends in Asia. In the future, we're going to feature also with the friends. We're going to explore a Malaysian kitchen. We're going to explore Indian kitchen more. We're going to explore a Sri Lankan kitchen, and maybe God knows where we will end. So this is what will happen in the future. We're going to enjoy our soup and enjoy the strength that it will give us. Thank you very much, and see you soon.